Hey guys, it's Chris and welcome back to K97.5. In honor of all the legends we lost in 2016, we have a special request. We have some Slaughter, Fly to the Angel. Hey guys, it's Chris and I'm back with James from Daily Use of Sports Trivia, and we're back for another Game of Thrones Q&A. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video. We're going to announce the 4 winners of December's giveaway. And by the way, Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes.
Hope everybody's doing well, and hope it's better in 2016 for a lot of people.
It will be.
I think it will be. Yeah. We'll make this a good one.
I have to point out that my daughter hooked me up and made me, 4 new tie-dyes?
Oh, yes. That's exactly.
So
4 new tie-dye shirts for Christmas.
Here's a new one. And that actually bleeds right into my first, not a question. It's from the dude. And he says, a new tie-dye, finally. LOL, good stuff, guys. So, yeah, that was actually an old one that I found on that last video you're commenting on. But these are new, so you'll be seeing some new ones mixed in from now on, dude. I won't let you down. All right, here we go. How's your brain? It's a new year.
It's working, but it's fried a little bit. Been editing for 3 days straight since I got back from out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of stuff coming for you guys, by the way. A lot of stuff coming. A lot of Game of Thrones stuff coming, and it's going to be damn near daily. So get ready, prepare yourselves, or I should say, as the meme says, brace yourselves. Videos are coming.
He is loading the magazine,
including a Dragon Raised by Wolves Part 4.
It's on deck, guys. All right. IKSRTFO space EMF. I think I got the last part. It says, hey guys, Q&A. I wanted to get your opinion on something that I've just noticed. House Targaryen's sigil has an uncanny resemblance to the spiral pattern associated with the White Walkers / Children of the Forest.
Right.
I think there must be some kind of connection because they show the spiral pattern a lot, and in Game of Thrones, everything means something.
Yeah, the thing is with that, and somebody asked about that before, I believe, or at least maybe I read something about it, maybe in a comment.
The dragon's necks.
Yeah, you got three heads, and you got 3 tails, and they're all wrapped in this spiral kind of pattern. And the thing is, and actually we were just talking about this, I was just talking about this in a video I did for this new series for Game of Thrones, which will be starting in the next couple days. So I was just talking about this in these scenes where you got the spiral patterns. But the thing is you know, the spiral patterns and the kind of omega symbol, for that matter, that we saw in episode 1 of season 1.
Right.
You know, that was really more of a homage, little shout out to George R.R. Martin, because he uses those symbols in a lot of his sci-fi works.
Okay.
You know, so it's not that the symbols have specific meaning. It just represents the children of the forest. That they used old symbols and runes and things like that. So to my knowledge, there's no specific meaning to the symbols as far as, you know, actually having a definition or something like that.
Right.
So it just represents them, you know, being an old culture that uses those type of runes and writing and monuments and stuff like that, I guess you could say. But the thing about history is, as far as A Song of Ice and Fire, is Valyrians were fairly young compared to the history of the children. So the children had those symbols long before there were Valyrians, long before the Valyrian freehold was a thing. And remember, out of the Valyrian freehold came the Targaryens.
Are the Targaryens exposed from where they originated? Okay.
Right.
Would they have been exposed to a symbol like that?
Targaryens came to Dragonstone from the Doom of Valyria. They left old Valyria before it happened, because a person called Daenerys the Dreamer actually foresaw that happening, the Doom of Valyria. So they left first.
Okay.
You know, so House Targaryen left the Valyrian freehold, came to Dragonstone. That's when later on Aegon decided to conquer the 7 kingdoms with his dragons. So they took their dragons with them. Most every other Valyrian house and all the dragons died in the Doom. So that was something where, you know, perhaps they were exposed to that somewhere. That would be history.
Are
we just don't know.
created when the house is created, like right off the bat?
Yeah, I think so. For the most part.
Maybe
for example, the example I would think of in a fairly modern time, as far as the story goes, would be Davos. Seaworth. You know, he founded House Seaworth when he was raised up from a smuggler to a knight.
Yeah.
And used the onion as his sigil because it was...
I always thought that was a cool
right,
sigil.
because it represented what happened with Stannis.
Yeah.
When he broke the siege at Storm's End and helped Stannis survive that. So he made him a knight. He raised him up to a lord, and then therefore got to create his own house and sigil. So they choose what they want. Anyway, a good thought, yeah. I mean, it's a good connection, but I think it's just similar. I don't think there would have been a connection directly there because of the. Now, then again, the history could be way off, and as far as the timelines.
But do you agree with him that everything means something?
Yeah, I mean, at least in the books,
or makes you wonder about it or something. I think he could. It could be a diversionary tactic.
And I've actually thought about that before because I did that video was possibly the first original last hero, Valyrian, because there's evidence there were men there before the supposed first men came.
I remember you
saying
that.
You know, I did talk about that a little bit in that video, but I don't think, based off the timelines when House Targaryen was created from the Valyrian freehold, that would have made any sense. They would have had to have been over here first. Yeah. Unless there were, of course, children over there in Essos, which is certainly a possibility. So there may be a connection there.
Good question. Stirred up some good conversation anyway. Next question comes from Kay Gibb. It says, Q&A, how do you think Dany will react to a meeting with the Mountain who killed the Targaryen children?
Yeah, I can't see her being very... And there's going to be a lot of those situations,
I know,
by the way.
Uncomfortable
There's
as
going to be
hell.
a lot of uncomfortable situations and very awkward moments coming up because you got not only that one, you know, because the Mountain killed... you know, her family members, but was that under Tywin's orders? We don't really know that. You know, Oberyn thought it was.
Oberyn did think so.
You have Davos with Tyrion, for example. Tyrion came up with the wildfire idea and killed his sons.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of different things going on, you know, with different characters that are now going to have to come together and put that shit behind them.
Which I still think that was one of the best strategic plans in the whole
and in the books
show.
It's a chain. They don't even put that in the show. He makes a giant ass chain and locks them in Blackwater Bay and they can't escape, and then boom, so he has every blacksmith in the city making links. And then nobody knows what it was for.
Why? They're just
giant
keep making them.
Yeah, just keep making these giant ass links. Don't worry about why I'm paying you to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was even more ingenious in the books. But there's going to be a lot of awkward moments in season 7 for sure. I mean, apparently with this, you know, we got the filming news with the Dragon Pit meeting.
Yes.
You got all these people in the same place, including the Hound and his brother. Clegane Bowl possibility? Anyone?
Very possible.
Get on the hype train. It could still happen.
And Dany, you know, she don't take shit.
No.
And, you know, he's a big bastard, you know,
and you know what? Speaking of that, actually, you know, now that I think about it, that could have been part of the deal with Dorne. Because, you know, Oberyn went to get revenge on the Mountain.
Yes.
And then he got that revenge in a way, but he also died.
Yes.
So when Varys met with Illyria Sand, maybe they said, all right, we'll join your cause, but you have to kill the damn Mountain. Here's what he did to your family members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a cool idea.
Maybe he dies by fire, by dragon fire. That would be awesome. And I think that's pretty much the only damn thing that can kill him.
Yeah, I'm wondering the same dang thing.
So,
except this right hand. Next question comes from John Dixon. John says, off topic, but asking anyway. How did Sansa know that Ramsay had not fed his hounds in 7 days? She wrote off way before he said that. Season 6, Episode 9. I ask here because everyone seems to respond. Thanks for the indulgence. Yeah, people do respond on these comment threads if you ever want to learn some stuff. Just go in there and start throwing some questions
and I still try to respond to every question if I can.
You're really good at it.
And right now with YouTube being so down, I can actually keep up again. Like before I couldn't
unfortunately.
Keep up.
Even as cool as that is, unfortunately.
So definitely, here I try to respond to everybody that I possibly can. It was kind of a plot hole, but if you think about it, when she comes up and asks Jon later, where's he at? He had already set that up. So he had to tell her. Because he had him down there in the kennels tied up to a chair.
Yes.
So he had to have set that up to let her make the choice.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because the kennels were open, he was tied up, locked in there. So she wasn't there, and it looked like a glaring plot hole at first. Like, how in the hell did she know? She wasn't even there. She rode off after she said, "You're going to die in the morning. Sleep well."
Right.
And then she rode off, and then it was like she came up. John was beating the hell out of him, and he kind of stopped himself. And then obviously he set that up to make her, because she came up and said, "Where's he at?" So he had to take him down there and probably
That's a good
said,
way to seal that
I mean,
up,
yeah, I mean, he had to tell her, "Hey, look, this is why I set it up this way. They're really hungry," because he told us they were really hungry. He told them they're starving, so if you want him dead, go do it yourself.
You know, I hated those damn hounds, man. I absolutely hated them. It's the worst. Got to be one of the worst ways to die. So glad it came back on him.
Yes. And I'm glad they actually showed a scene of him getting bit in the face.
Me too.
Because, you know, he goes hunting for people with those damn hounds.
Next question comes from Amber Faye. Says, it's a little long.
All right.
Q&A. Hey, James and Chris. Love the Santa hats.
Hello.
That was fun wearing them for you. I wanted to ask what you guys think about the possibility of Arya's future storyline mirroring what's been going on with her wolf Nymeria. It's always seemed to me that the Stark children sort of mirror their wolves in a way. We've talked about a lot of this.
Yep.
Nymeria has been leading a super pack of man-eating wolves through the Riverlands. Do you think it's possible that Arya will also lead a super pack through the Riverlands? Keep in mind, the Brotherhood Without Banners was sent out by her father, and at least in the show, they don't have anyone to follow. Since Arya got Lady Stoneheart's Frey Pie storyline, do you think it's possible she'll also get Lady Stoneheart's leading the Brotherhood Without Banners as well?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, were you really? That's really cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I've said many times, you know, that I think the direwolf names kind of had something to do with how the Stark kids would turn out, what would happen to them, etc. So that's kind of held true. And so Nymeria was this warrior queen. Now, she was missing. Arya went missing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's exactly it. I think she comes back before she heads north, and I think she's going to head to Winterfell fairly quickly. But she could essentially take that role and kind of lead them. Although they've already kind of made the choice to go north, but she's kind of a stone-cold badass killer now. So
you do believe, because it says at the end, she says, if not, what do you think is the symbolism of Nymeria's super pack? So you do think it's symbolic of Arya leading?
Yeah, I do. I think it is. And then now I don't think that'll last forever. Obviously, that she's going to go home this season for sure. And you know, the Hound and the Brotherhood are going north. So the question is, do they go there with her? They follow her in some way, like she's a leader now, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that happens, but I think they end up north for sure. You know, in the end, we talked about this a little bit before, I think, from a question a couple weeks back. She, in the books, she wargs, you know, she's learned to warg like the other Stark kids, and she's always yearned for her pack. And so that kind of makes me think, although I think she probably survives to the end of this thing, that if she doesn't, she ends up in Nymeria as her second life. Right. Literally leading her pack.
Awesome.
So I think they'll come into play, for sure. They're not going to leave something like that open and not show her again.
This might be a dumb question, so forgive me, guys.
There's no such thing as a dumb question. Yeah, there are.
Yeah, there are. All right. With the faceless men and all that, okay? Now, Arya can now wear faces, we've seen in that Frey Pie scene and all that.
Apparently. I guess the question is, where'd she get them?
Well, here's my question. She's like, what, 5'1"? Can she wear the face of a big dude and actually take on the body?
That's the thing. Apparently, there is an explanation, I believe, being 3 different types of this magic. Okay. Because there is some magic involved. So the first type is a glamour, kind of like Melisandre. Okay. You know, it's just a glamour where weak-minded people fall for it. Yeah. It's just kind of a bending of the light type of thing. There's no actual physical props involved. Okay. The second level is wearing a face. Basically, that's all it is a mask. Apparently, at this third level, or whatever it is, it can change the facial structure and stuff like that, but I don't know about the height. We just don't know. I don't see how they go, you know. I could see some kind of magic chasing, you know, I could kind of buy into that.
And she couldn't play Tyrion. You know what I mean? She couldn't do the mountain. If it doesn't allow for a height.
Yeah, I mean, but I guess the thing is most people are average height, right? You have extremes like, you know, Sir Duncan the Tall, which is he's not even alive during this time period, and then Tyrion and dwarves and stuff like that. So anybody in between that's relatively average, I guess you could get by with because it's temporary, I guess. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't see the height thing happening. I don't buy into that.
So watch out for mid-size average girls.
That's right. Or dudes. Yeah, I mean, can be a dude for sure.
But to me, if there is a magic involved, that is a game changer, because if in fact she could switch into somebody, say, mountain size, hound size,
yeah, right.
does the strength come with it? Can she literally play them?
Right. Yeah, I don't think it goes that far. I mean, and we don't have a direct answer for that either. You know,
Okay.
it's just been kind of hinted at about different levels of changing faces.
Okay.
But I wouldn't think that, you know, you could change, you know, skeletal structures and grow and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But obviously the face can.
We live in a world of magic on here, though. And
I
wonder about that.
That's true. That's true. There's just no direct answers.
But, you know, I know we have to do some drawing of names.
We do.
So I kind of shrunk down my pool of questions this time. And now's the time I think I need to turn it over to you and find out who these lucky winners are.
So anyway, just to kind of recap real quick, we have 4 prizes, and one is going to be let's set these out here. We got a dragon egg, and then we have a Game of Thrones Hand of the King wax seal kit there, and then we have a Game of Thrones Stark Direwolf statue. And then with each of those, we have 3 pops. We have number 3, Dany. You can see that there. We have number 35, the exclusive Jaime Lannister Gold Hand.
Okay.
And then we have number 21, Tyrion, and this is with the scar and the battle axe. And the 4th prize was a complete unopened, except for the, you know, check everything was not broken, Geek Fuel box. So that was the 4th prize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick these names, and the first person to contact me, it basically gets their choice of one of these 4. Now you can mix and match. So if you send me a message first and say I want the dragon egg and I want Tyrion, you'll get those 2.
Yep.
And then the other 3 people will just have to kind of choose what's left until the last person has to have whatever actually is left.
All right.
So all right, and our first winner out of 2,733 entries is, drum roll please, Melissa Ubilis. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sorry if I'm butchering your names.
Melissa Ubilis.
From Alaska.
All right.
So awesome. Congratulations, Melissa. And the next winner is Corey Bosson. Corey Bosson or Boson. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name.
Corey.
So Corey Bosson from here in North Carolina. Ha! So damn, that's pretty damn close.
All right.
That'll be cheap shipping at least.
Yes, it will. I'll drive it to you.
All right, and the third winner is Kimberly Genova. Kimberly Genova. Congratulations, Kimberly.
Congratulations, Kimberly.
From Missouri, USA. The 4th and final winner is Ashley Shaw. Ashley Shaw. Congratulations, Ashley from Washington.
I feel like I know that name.
Yeah, Ashley is a Patreon. All right, guys, so congratulations to Melissa, Corey, Kimberly, and Ashley. I appreciate all you guys entering, and for everybody else, I really appreciate you entering. We have another pretty good prize this month, so we'll continue these. A lot of fun to do.
I just have to remind you guys, this is kind of a race for you 4. So if you got your eye on something, get in touch with him quick. Right. Who was the farthest one away?
Alaska.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I was wondering, and then we had one right in our backyard too. That's just nuts.
Alaska's got TV and HBO. I'm just kidding.
That's so funny.
No, I love Alaska. I want to go to Alaska bad. So again, congratulations, guys. And again, be sure to hit me up on the channel ASAP, because like James said, these are first come, first serve. So whatever set you want, whoever gets in touch with me first gets that particular set. Even though they're all pretty cool, they're all pretty cool. It's all pretty nice stuff. So anyway, go to the About section on the YouTube page and then click Send Message. Send me a message there, and then obviously you have to verify your email address and stuff that I have where you're registered, and obviously send me your address, and I'll get this stuff out ASAP. So congrats, guys, and thanks to everybody for entering. These are a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, they are. That's what I was going to say. Really, thanks for all those entries, because he keeps up with it and keeps me posted on how many entries we have.
Right.
And we really do like to do this. It's fun for us, and we love to give back to you guys, because, man, y'all helped us you know, so many ways. Helped me through some tough times. We look forward to interacting with you guys, man. And
yeah, it's
that's
fun.
why
It's fun to do.
It's
And
really fun. We do live
hate,
stuff.
It's fun to do, but I hate that everybody can't win. So,
I know.
You know? And
it is heartbreaking.
I mean, but it's just, and I figured this is the way to do it the fairest because this app picks it for me. I can't see any of I can see all the entries, but when I go to pick winner,
right,
I can't see anything. I just click the pick winners button. That's it. I mean, it's just completely random. So that's the fairest way to do it. But we do give you more options to enter and get more entries and stuff because some people don't use Twitter. Some people don't use Facebook, so they can enter by subscribing or doing the other things, which is why we give all the multiple options.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that will wrap this up. So be sure to stay tuned to Smokescreen. Also, let me mention really quickly, if you're a subscriber, make sure you're still subscribed. And if you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe to get everything and make sure you click on that little bell icon to get notifications. YouTube is broken. There's been some changes. There's been some glitches. I've looked into it quite a bit. Apparently they're working on some stuff or whatever as far as these YouTube glitches, as far as losing subscribers. But right now what's going on is everybody's views are down. You've probably heard about this if you're on YouTube a lot. You've probably seen some bigger YouTubers complaining about it. But it's affecting a lot of people. And so subscribers are down, views are down by 30 and 40%. So a lot of people are being unsubscribed as well, and they don't even know it. So you're not getting notified necessarily, even if you are subscribed. So anyway, I'm trying to do a few things to combat that. Also, just to let you know, we got a lot of stuff coming. Like I said earlier, we got a whole new Game of Thrones series coming. It's going to be damn near daily uploads. So look forward to that. We also have A Dragon Raised by Wolves Part 4. Yes, it's coming. It's coming very, very soon. We are going to film that right now. So it will be on cue, on deck. So anyway, guys, as usual, I appreciate all the support, especially you guys on Patreon. Also, a quick shout out to my Patreon Smokescreen executive producers, Hoss Griffin and Vol Guy 10. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. So thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you